Now, you mentioned earlier that it appears they've not come to terms with the 38%.
Seriously, you know, let me say this. I think the MPP is confused at this moment in time.
Why so?
You set up a committee to investigate factors that led to your heavy defeat. And then when they submitted the report, you say you set up a committee to review your constitution.
Well, this could be a recommendation from that initial committee's report.
Well,
but they mentioned that the content of it was not disclosed.
Yes, but for the NEC, they will be aware of the contents.
Really? When the report was just being presented?
Being tabled.
You see, we didn't leak our party's report.
You did not.
Like the CJ's one has been leaked. And people are sitting on it, they don't want to talk. Where you are?
I want to go with Adwoa Safo and also Amakuba and say that the factors that led to the defeat of the MPP are well known to them. And Adwoa Safo, like this, mentioned one or two. She's that other person.
To you as well, because I've heard the NDC over time past verdict.
Oh no,
why the NPP
I
lost.
was privileged to have served on the committee that investigated our defeat in 2016. The Kwasi committee.
Okay.
I was part of it, so I know. I agreed with them. There are sometimes some of the revelations that you get from such a committee's work could be very injurious that we did not put in the public domain. Some of the matters are basically house matters, pertains to the party, how to restructure the party in order to make it more resilient for the next elections. So those things, it's a matter of strategy. You don't put in the public domain. So I have nothing against they deciding not to put the report in the public domain. But like Larry said, or you said, there are certain aspects of the report, whether you like it or not, the public must know. You understand? Because at the end of it all, whatever mechanism you try to put in place for the reorganization and the re-engineering of the party will have to have a reflection on the people.
Exactly.
The people will want to know whether it is really their feelings that are being carried out or not. For example, after the 2016 election, when we had our committee meeting, people said that the system we use in selecting parliamentary candidates in the previous election and also even the presidential candidate were flawed. So we have to come back. And meanwhile, we had a system and we thought that system was not proactive enough, so we moved to another system. But when we finished elections, the report said that that system we adopted was not suitable. So we had to go back to our previous system. We couldn't have done that without listening to the people. When we did that, to some extent, it inured to our benefit because we improved upon our performance in 2020 and then did better in 2024. You understand? So I agree. But I'm saying that the MPP are hemorrhaging. And it is serious. It is serious, because I've listened to Chairman Sabonsu. I've listened to Adwoa Safo. I've listened to Amakuba. This morning, I heard Educhum and others. Up to today, the leadership of the party, because the names I've mentioned are all part of the leadership of the party, are not convinced that they lost because they were oblivious of the realities of the time. And that is something that they must look at. They must rather look at their system of governance, the sort of things they did, which made even their strongholds melted like butter. You understand? They shouldn't just be too technical about the issues and to think about constitution. Because sitting here, I don't know what is really wrong with their party constitution. Because their party constitution, the structure of their party, apart from their system of choosing delegates, which with theirs is so fraught with corruption.
Is it?
Oh yes, they themselves himself and said it.
I haven't said anything, please.
Oh, said.
I haven't said that.
You know, it's so manipulative. Theirs is so manipulative. Unlike the NDC one, that is clearly established.
And he became a victim.
Yes.
He's a victim of it.
Yes.
Or you are not.
Nobody says agenda for me on in my passion week. He's been doing everything
so
to.
You are before your maker.
Yes, in my passion week. In my passion week.
So I think that
I think it's one of the reasons persons have started calling for an expansion of the electoral college.
I think so. Because you see, with NDC, next year we'll be going for branch elections. Right from there, as soon as the branch elections are conducted, the people elected are deposited, their names are detailed, it becomes part of the national database. So when it gets to time of elections, the register is not generated by the constituencies and the branches. It's generated for the national.
Yeah.
So if you elect somebody today, and for one reason or the other, the person cannot perform the function, to even change the person is not easy within the NDC circles. But with MPP, a week to elections, the police station chairman can change the register.
No.
So it happened to you.
No.
It happened to you. You complain to me.
We have.
Clear the air on this.
No, the matter is that we have established structure. Every polling station have its identifiable members, and then we have gone ahead to take pictures of the persons.
Members.
Yeah.
The procedure we use.
Who become the?
Wait a minute.
Who become the delegate?
The procedure we use in the national elections by identifying that every voter is seen by their image, their bio is seen, is the same thing that we do.
In the selection of
And
delegates?
In the selection of delegates. When we have selected the delegates, we then will prepare an album of all these delegates.
When do you select the delegates?
We select them when the party gives room for that time. There's a duration. No, it's a party management matter.
Yeah.
You can now we are in the face of it. Every party has a calendar.
Right.
And I always say we live in a country where we run a cycle of elections. Every year there's an election.
Very well.
Every year there's an election.
Well,
So
let me come to Larry.
no, we have an established album, and the album is kept at the office of the General Secretary.
Right.
And when we are going to go to a primary, that album is brought
brought out.
and everybody knows it's given to all candidates.
Thanks for that clarification.
Yes.
Larry,
Yeah.
MPP matters.
Okay. Let me begin from this point. I think that the MPP is not helping us, including, their supporters mainly, the people who do the work every election. And by not releasing this document for all of us to go into it and be, know whatever it is that led to their quote and unquote abysmal performance. For a party that wants so much vote to be reduced to a paltry 38% was unimaginable. And this is not a party that was in opposition, but a party that was in government and trumpeting achievement upon achievement, social intervention upon social intervention, agenda upon agenda.
Including Sisifia.
I'm sure that will come under dancing.